Bless you. Good day to you as well, sir. Hope you're doing fantabulous also. Sharon, Grand Diva, welcome tonight. Welcome. So listen, we're going to start out by doing this. We're going to give everybody time to share, and then we're going to begin the broadcast, okay? Hey, baby girl, how you doing, Tawanda? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Come on, everybody, if you will, share. Go on your Facebook pages and share as well. I'm going to share myself, and you have to see it before you be it. How is your day? My day is going well. I'm excited about this weekend. Got a great trip planned. I'm excited about what God is doing in our lives. How about you, sir? How you doing? And all of you, how are you all doing tonight? Yay, great, awesome. Well, get a pen and pad. We're going to start in about 5 minutes. We'll give everybody time to log on because we have Facebook going on as well. So if you're going to see me looking kind of crazy, I'm trying to look in the middle because I have you and I have you, but I need to look in the middle. So work with me, guys. About 5 minutes, we're going to start, and we're going to get busy. So I'm going to share on my timeline as well, my groups. And if you would, please share on your pages, Periscope and Facebook viewers. Come on and share with me tonight as we get as many people invited as we can. We got music playing in the background, so just relax you a little bit. We're getting ready to get started. And all right, hey, Jorena, welcome, sweetheart. Hope you're having a fantabulous day. Thank you for sharing, Ashley. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Amen. And I'm excited about tonight. Hope you're doing well, Jorena. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Come on, everybody, and share me. Get all as many viewers as we can. Hey, Tammy, how you doing, sweetheart? Welcome on Facebook Live. So glad to have you with us tonight. India Baker, hey, sweetheart, welcome. Welcome tonight. So glad you could join us as well. If you know how we do it, guys, come on and share it. Thank you for sharing, Jorena. We're going to start in about 3 minutes. Hello, Rebecca. Hey, baby girl. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. And let's take a few minutes, guys, and everybody sharing whatever page that you may own. Share it. Hello, Joanne Thompson. How you doing tonight? Are you ready to have your mind amplified? My dear mother, welcome, welcome. Hey, Mom, how you doing? We're so glad to have everybody on tonight. And come on real quickly and share. Ashley, hey, sweetheart. How you doing and how's the family? If everybody would share it real quickly. Let's get as many viewers as we can on tonight. We're going to open up with a prayer and then talk about what it means to see it before you be it. Because that is one of the major problems when we talk about amplifying your mind, is that you have to start seeing what you want and who you are before you can be what you want and who you are. All right. Hey, Monica Johnson, welcome tonight, sweetie. So glad to have you. And let's share. Let's share. I love it when we share the love and get as many people on as we can. We're going to start in about 2 minutes. All right. Let you enjoy this nice jazz in the background. And we're going to get going. I want to see these viewer numbers climb, though. I'm not seeing them up enough. What's up, cuz? Welcome, David Pope. I'm doing well, man. I'm fantabulous on this Thursday. How about yourself? All right, all right. Well, listen, we're going to get started. Sharon, is the weather okay out there? Sharon, you're in Houston, and I think you guys had some bad storms that hit out that way. So are you safe, Sharon? Sharon Kilgore, are you safe out there? Let's make sure she's safe. And listen, all of you guys, pray for the ones in Houston, Texas, and the surrounding counties. We know there was some great flooding that took place this week. I have a dear friend of mine out that way, Vanna Wilson, and she came downstairs and just everything flooded. Car flooded, house flooded. She had just been in her apartment, not even a full 2 weeks, and she lost everything. Hey, Joshua, God bless you today, brother. Bless you, bless you. She lost everything. Everything was flooded. And so we're going to be reaching out and helping her and sending some donations out there to her. So if you're interested in helping her, let me know. You can inbox me at info@carrieapope.com. I can tell you how to do it, what her name is. But I would love to show love to her from the Amplified Mind series group and tell her how much we appreciate and God help her get through this time. Because it could have been us. She had just moved in and had not had time to get renter's insurance. So everything was lost due to the flood. So it's very important. So if we can help her, I would love for you to do that. All right. Well, let's get ready to pray. Father God, we glorify you. We thank you for this Bible study of the Amplified Minds. We ask that you will open our minds to receive and to see what it is that you wanted to teach us and show us, and let us be able to see it before we be it. We pray tonight. Amen. All right, so listen, guys, keep on sharing it. Let's keep sharing, get as many people as we can on here. I want to open up with this. Being a musician, we do know that today we received some bad news, and those of you that love music and probably grew up in the era that I did, we lost a great icon today in Prince. And what's unique about it, somebody said, well, why are you talking about it? Because here's the thing. How do you want to be remembered when you take your last breath? What life would you have lived, and how would you have fulfilled your destiny? We see many songs, many videos being played now of his songs, Little Red Corvette, Diamonds and Pearls, Purple Rain. You know, many people remember Purple Rain, Until the End of Time. And so with the loss, it says a lot about life. It lets us know that you can live and leave a legacy, but life is still short. But how will you live your life? What legacy will you live? How will you be remembered? And I want to drop that nugget, because as we amplify our minds, we need to stop worrying about things that does us no good, that will not add anything to our life, that will take away from our lives. We need to start realizing that life is short. And when you amplify your mind, you're basically saying, I don't have time for foolishness. I don't have time for living a life to make people happy. I got to live this life for me. And because it's no guarantee that today is promised. You know, we used to say there's no guarantee that tomorrow is promised. No, there's no guarantee that the end of today is promised. And so many people are mourning. You know, we even felt sad for a moment because we grew up in that era. You know, in the 80s, that was our teenage years, and growing up and, you know, hearing his songs and then following through the years. And as a musician, he was just a beast of a musician. Joshua, I know you know that. He was a beast. The boy could play anything and everything. And so with his loss, it leaves a legacy. So how do you want to leave yours when you leave this world? What legacy do you want to leave behind? Because you got to see it before you can be it. And what I do believe is once you have fulfilled your purpose and your destiny, then it's time for you to move on to whatever God has for you next. Let me fix this stuff. Hold on, Periscope. All right, let me fix it. There we go. So whatever you have next, whatever you have left in life, once you finish your course, it's time to move on. All right, so let's start tonight. We want to talk about see it before you be it. See it before you be it. She said, rented that movie weekly. All right, come on now. Purple Rain. I remember the movie Purple Rain, and I think this was the 30th year. I think they stated of Purple Rain. So we want to send prayers out to the family. And again, some people say it's just a man. Well, he was a man that touched a lot of lives. And so we don't just blow it away like it's nothing, but we say our prayers and thoughts go out to the family. So let's look at a scripture, Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, verse 2 through 3. And let's keep sharing. Let's get as many people on as we can tonight. I want to read it from the Message Bible, and then we're going to get into tonight, see it before you be it. And the scripture says in Habakkuk 2, verse 2 through 3 of the Message Bible, and then God answered, write this, write what you see. Write it in big block letters so that it can be read on the run. This vision/message is a witness pointing to what's coming. It aches for the coming. It can hardly wait. And it doesn't lie. If it seems slow in coming, wait. It's on its way. It will come right on time. So tonight, see it before you be it. Visualization is the process of making mental images. And the image is the mold or the model which will serve as a pattern for which your future will emerge. Write the vision. Make your visualization plain. Write down what you see. Make the pattern clear and make it beautiful. Do not be afraid. Make it grand. You know, we have a tendency sometimes to write only what we think we can achieve, but we really want grander things, things of grandeur. It's your responsibility to see exactly and precisely what you want in life. Write it down and then watch it come to pass. Hebrews 11:1 says, now faith is the substance or the visualization. I love my words. Of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. You have to visualize what you want first. And most times we talk about it, but then our visualization is that we can't see it. We see issues. We see hardship. We see lack of finances. We see lack of support. We see all other obstacles versus see what we really want to get in life. And so now faith is the visual things of things hoped for. It's the visual things you can visualize of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen. And so visualization is the process of making mental images. And then the image is the mold or the model, which will serve as a pattern from which your future will emerge. Make the pattern clear. Here's the problem. Sometimes you ask people their opinion of what God shows you or what you see, and then you start tinkling with it, and then you forget it altogether because you get frustrated. You have to have a visual. See it before you can be it, right? If you say, I want to lose weight, see yourself slim, and then begin the process of becoming slim. If you want to be rich, see yourself wealthy or better off, and then start the process of being wealthy or better off. Make the pattern clear and make it beautiful. Now, how many of you would be honest with me and say, I struggle with seeing things through, or I struggle even seeing what I really want? I say what I want, but I can't really see it because I see all the obstacles that I have in front of me. And so you want to make sure that you make it clear, okay? Make the image clear. Make the pattern clear. Make it beautiful. Do not be afraid. Erica, thank you so much for your honesty. And a lot of us, we have a tendency to, and here's what we do. We have a tendency to only think about the things we can accomplish, or that's within our powers to accomplish. Not understanding that the power of the mind is, Jorene, thank you for that. He said, I'm a procrastinator. Many of us are procrastinators. We'll say something or write down or get this great idea, and we'll tell 5 people about it, and then about 2 weeks later, we've forgotten all about it and back to normal. So we must make sure that we write the vision and make it plain, okay? So make the pattern clear, make it beautiful. Do not be afraid. You cannot draw in fear. Do you hear me? Because what you'll start to do is to draw what you're seeing, and then you'll see it so big and so grandeur, and you'll say it's beyond my capabilities, and so you'll erase it, and then you'll start drawing something that you can do. And with that being said, you're not really seeing it before you be it, because you're seeing what you already are. You have to see something bigger than where you are. You have to have an imagination. When little kids have imaginations, they dream about things and they talk about things that are way out there. And we're like, oh my God, you have a vast imagination. That's what we're supposed to have. It's what we're supposed to have. Listen, remember that no limitation can be placed upon you by anyone but yourself. You limit yourself. You limit what you get by bringing this grandeur thing down to something so minute because you don't think that you can accomplish the dream, so you dream smaller. I need you to go back to dreaming big. Dream of a big company instead of just getting by. Dream about having a bank account with unlimited amount of money versus just having enough to pay your bills. Dream about being healthy. See yourself healthy, then become healthy. You have to see yourself out of where you are. You know, we talked about as a man thinketh, so is he. We talked about last week in the beginning. It began with a word. But that word came through visualization. He saw what he wanted. He had an idea what he wanted, and then he spoke what he wanted, and what he wanted manifested itself. That's the key tonight. You have to be able to have a visual sight of what you want, visually be able to see where you want to go. And that's the way it starts, okay? So remember, there's no limitations that you can put on it but you. Nobody can limit you. You limit yourself. Okay, do you hear me tonight? You are not limited as to the cost or material. So don't think that I don't have enough money to accomplish my dream. That's where you mess up at. It's not your responsibility to wonder where the finances are coming from. It's not your responsibility to wonder where the house is coming from. It's not even your responsibility to wonder where your health is coming from. What's up, Willie? Welcome tonight. It's not your responsibility to worry about anything. It's your responsibility to see what you want and speak those things that are not as though they were. Meaning you're creating them here in your vision, and then you're going to see them come to pass. Why did he say, write the vision? It said, and God said, write this. What is the this that God is giving you? What is he showing you? For many of you, he's showing you how to get out of where you are. But the problem is, it's so much bigger than what you think you can handle that you forget about it. Who am I talking to tonight that can say, Apostle, you're really telling the truth? Because I used to dream big, but after a couple of hiccups in the road, after a couple of failures, after losing a job, losing a company, losing a house or a car, I stopped dreaming big and I started dreaming small. Instead of living on the edge, I started living in the comfort zone. Wow, this is powerful. And I want to make sure that you, hey, Trudy, I'm so glad to have you tonight. She says, yes, I hear you speak, man, of God just logged on and you're on it. All right, welcome tonight. Sonia Brock said exactly how I think, and people think I'm crazy. And here's the thing, Sonia, listen, guys, everybody thinks that you're crazy until you succeed. Then after you succeed, everybody wants to be you. I looked at Prince when Prince first came out. We all opened up talking about him. Prince came out with makeup on and high heels. And people labeled him and said, oh, you know, he's this and he's that. But now he's an icon, and everybody knows that nobody else can wear heels on stage and do all this but him. So Andrea say, we had some revelations earlier today. This lesson is right on point with it. Awesome. Listen, be you. Nobody can beat you being you. Here's the problem. What made Michael Jackson Michael Jackson? What made Prince Prince? What made James Brown James Brown? What made Oprah Winfrey? What made Steve Jobs Steve Jobs? What made whoever they are? Who they are is they were original. Can you be original? The Godfather of Soul. When he first came out, his music was so different. But you know what? He didn't care. He changed the way rhythm sound because rhythm was not something that everybody done. It comes from each individual. What comes from you that nobody else can do but you? You got to write that vision. You have to write the vision and make it plain. Listen, let me keep going. I'm glad to know that this is a blessing everyone tonight. Hey, James Pope, God bless you tonight. Listen real quickly, guys. This is powerful. You must make it plain. You must not place any limitations upon yourself. You are not limited. Listen now, as to cost or material, draw on the infinites of your supply. You serve a God that is the God of the universe, that if he got to send it from Pluto and out there in the galaxy to you, you have no limitations. And I don't care if it has not yet manifested itself, meaning no one else is doing it. That's why you have the idea. That's why God is giving you the picture for you to manifest it. Had someone never created the car or saw a car, we would not ride in a car. The T model cars and all the earlier cars that they had, they were, I'm gonna tell you how to send it, Lady D. I'm gonna show enough tell you how to send it. So don't hang up tonight. I'm gonna tell you how to send that offering. Listen, when they made the T model, one of the first cars, it did not look like the Cadillac or the Jaguar or the Mercedes. It was just a piece of something that got them from point A to point B. Didn't have an air conditioner, didn't have a sunroof, didn't have a radio, didn't have a CD exchange player, didn't have a USB port. It was just something that cranked up. But somebody had a visual that instead of us walking, let's create something. Here's one even better. Somebody said, let's go to the moon. No one has ever been to the moon before. But they say, well, that's crazy to go to the moon. No, it's not. What's crazy is when you put limitations on yourself. So they created a rocket ship. They got the right people in place. They thought outside the box of normality. And guess what they did? They began to create the boost of rockets. They put man in it, sent them to the moon. Something they said, now it's going everywhere. You are holding something inside of you that God has given you from birth. But have you written it down? No, you haven't. And if you have written it down, have you given up on it? Because as the scripture told us point blank, it says that God answered, write this, write what you see. What are you seeing? Many of you see a need for something, but you say, I don't have the money. Stop looking at that because you're looking at the lack of money, so then the dream goes away. You just focus on the dream. Write it. Write it in big blocks. Come on. That's right. Now man is living in space. You're exactly right. As a matter of fact, if you have enough money, you can fly to space. That's how they're doing it. But think about this. Write it out in big block letters so that it can be read on the run. Sometimes, like you see this behind me, you and me, see how big it is? You need to have things around your house to remind you of who you are. And some of you say on Facebook, say, what are you talking about? I have this sign. It says you and me. What does you and me mean? It means you and me. Listen, me and God can do anything. Me and myself can do anything. You got to see yourself outside of yourself. See yourself bigger than where you're living at now. See yourself bigger than with how much money you have. Don't base yourself on your money. Your business. Some of you have business plans. Some of you say business plans. Pray over and work towards. That's right. Listen, if Steve Jobs, if he hadn't followed his dream for Apple, I would be broadcasting right now on my iPhone and my iPad. Okay? You have all these guys, IBM. Come on, these guys are getting paid. And why can't you get paid? Why can't God reward? He says, your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. So what is the gift? But you got to use your mind with your gift to get your reality, okay? I hope this is blessing someone tonight. Make the image clear and clean cut. Don't leave any snag lines. Don't leave any, well, if this happens for me, then I can know. Make the image clear and clean cut. Hold it firmly in your mind, and you will gradually and constantly bring the thing nearer to you. You can be what you want to be. You can be what you want to be, and you got to first see it to be it. So what do you see yourself as tonight? You can't see yourself coming out of poverty and all you do is complaining about bills. If all you see is a stack of bills, then it's hard for you to grab hold of being a millionaire. But if you see only one, and then you see that one becomes none, then you can see yourself come out of where you are. You got to look beyond what's in front of you. The world was not created by the things that were seen. It was created by the things that were not seen. See, you create it here, and then you'll see it there. Okay, so the first step is idolization. You must have an idea. It is likewise the most important step, idolization, because it is the plan on which you are going to build. What is the idea that you have that you can build from? Okay? It must be solid. It must be permanent. I like this part. When you go to Atlanta and you see all the big major buildings in Atlanta, they didn't start with somebody walking to a job site one day and said, upon this rock I shall build my church and the gates of hell shall not prevail. No, he had an idea. He had an idea. He had an idea. See, God told me today when he said to talk to you all about amplifying your mind, he says to blow inside of your mind, inside of your heart, the passion to renew your ideas, your passion. Many of you have lost the passion to dream big and lost your passion to have great ideas. So he told me tonight when I teach this to breathe the passion back into you. And so with that being said, you must first know that no building was built by just someone saying, let there be. The only one that did that was God, but he didn't just say, let it be without thinking what he wanted to see to make it be. Do you hear me tonight? So you go to the cities of Atlanta, you go to the Hyatt, go to the Ritz-Carlton, go to these major buildings. Someone had an idea. They had the idea, and then the architect, when he plans a 30-story building, has every line and detail pictured in advance. You have to give to the builder the blueprint. Now, the blueprint is what you want to see that's come from your mind to paper, and then you give it to the builder. Listen now, and it's the builder's responsibility to build what he sees. Oh my God. Does anybody get this tonight? You are not giving the builder the blueprints because your blueprints have been diminished by the lack of funds or the lack of belief. You have not given the builder the blueprints because you didn't write the vision and you didn't make it plain. The architect, anybody enjoying this tonight? Because this is making me feel mighty, mighty good. Because I believe that tonight, some of you are going to go back and dust off your business plans and dust off some of the things that you said you wanted to do. And you're going to begin to look at it and make it plain. And in making it plain, well, thank you, Jeffrey. And then once you make it plain, then you're going to give it to the builder. Who's the builder? God, because God's going to say, and let it be. And it was. That's what you got to understand. You have to give tonight. You have to give the blueprints to the builder. Come on, someone. And so the first step is idolization. The architect, he visualizes every line and detail. All right? The engineer, when he spans the chasm, first insertions of the strength requirements of a million separate parts. When they build, I used to work in the concrete industry. And based on what we were going to put on that site, that's the type of PSI concrete they would order. 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, in some cases 6,000 PSI. The greater the PSI, the larger the structure. What an engineer's job is when he's drawing a bridge, he sees the copper. See, this you don't understand about how things work. Some of you drive on the bridge every day and never give a thought to how it was constructed. There's someone that says, we want a bridge. Okay, the bridge has to be able to have so much weight that it can carry. So they began to get the rebar structures. How far does rebar needs to be across from each other? How much structure, support, and give? How much weight capacity can it handle? Especially if you have a bridge going over, excuse me, water. And so the engineer's job is to see it before he gives the blueprint to the builder. I'm trying to say to you again tonight. Christy says, hallelujah, Dad. Going back to my drawing board on the vision God gave me as a young little girl. Go back there, baby. Go back into the vision. Write the vision and make it plain. Many of us as kids, before we became limited, would dream dreams of grandeur. Then we became institutionalized by the world, and we began to say, we can't. We are not able to. I'm not able to. I can't. I don't know how. It's not your responsibility. As a child doesn't even know how, but he dreams big. How about you tonight? Are you willing to dream big? Neil Cooper said, preach, Apostle Pope. I hear you loud and clear. Glory be to God. So listen, they see the end before a single step is taken. That's what's wrong. Some of you are stuck in the middle. You see the beginning, but you're stuck in the middle, and you haven't made it to the end. So you gave up. You gave up. You gave up altogether. You gave up. You gave up. And when you give up, guess what happens? You don't see anything through. So the end you see before the beginning, before a single step is taken. So you are the picture in your mind. Listen. So you are the picture in your mind what you want. You are sowing the seed. But before before sowing any seed, you want to know. You want to know what's going to harvest. So my question is, what are you planting? Some of you already planted failure before you even took off. So when it fails, you say, I knew it. So this is idolization. You have to first get an idea. Okay? If you're not sure, return to your chair, meaning go back and sit down. Go back to your chair. If you're not sure what you want, go back to the drawing board, as Christy said. Go back to the drawing board. Idealization, you have to have an idea. You have to have an idea. Ideas come from God. And here's the thing. If you just get still and let your mind settle, God will show you the purpose of you being born. He'll show you the purpose of your existence. He'll show you who you are. We have not because we ask not. That's right, Rebecca. But here's the problem. We're not asking because we have not drawn the blueprint of what to ask for. Okay? If you're not sure, return to the chair daily until the picture becomes plain. Meaning, write the vision. And the vision is not clear, go back to the next day, back to that chair and write the vision. You may get a part today. You may get another part tomorrow. You may get another part next week. But one day something's going to click. And you're going to see the whole puzzle come together. And now you have it finished that you can give to the builder. Amen? And so, if you're not sure, return to the chair until it becomes plain. It will gradually unfold. First, the general plan will be dim. That's what he said, right? He said, though it tarry, wait for it. Because sometimes we get a part and then we give up. Wait for God to give you the rest. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I hear the Lord say someone is so anxious for the next level. You're so anxious, but you're not waiting. And so you're jumping before God gives you the plan, the other part of the plan. And what you're doing now is making your own plans and asking God to fulfill it, hoping he'll do it. dusting off a huge white poster board. Dust it off, baby. Dust it off, Andrea. Dust that thing off and begin to write again. But be as a ready writer. Write some of you right now are books, have books inside of you. Some of you have companies inside of you. Some of you have entrepreneurship inside of you, but you're still waiting on the job to give you a raise. You're still waiting on the job to give promotion. And God said, some of you get ready to get laid off. I'm sorry to speak that, but I'm doing it in order to propel you to write the vision. Do you hear me today? Write this vision, because what God is trying to get you to understand is, I want you to work for yourself. I want you to be your own boss. I want you to be the person that can decide when you, I know some of you are tired of getting up at 5:30 in the morning and fighting traffic. Wouldn't you love to lay in the bed and all you got to do is check your bank account and see how God is manifesting it, because your ideas has now become your reality and your reality has now become your paycheck? I'm just asking. When you love to walk to the mailbox in your slippers and pick up your check. Now, don't get me wrong. It takes hard work, but I've learned something as I got older. My dad taught me how to work smarter, not harder. Okay? Do you hear me tonight? You need to learn how to work smarter, not harder. Do anyone hear me? I hope you're getting this tonight. Keep sharing this. Let's get as many people on here as we can tonight. And so, it will gradually unfold. First, the general plan will be dim, but it will take shape. Hear me now. It will take shape. Tim, God bless you, my brother. So glad to have you on tonight. It will take shape. You have to understand that it may start off slow. Many people have thrown in the towel before the fire caught a fire. You thought because you saw a few sparks and then the sparks never caught it like you wanted it to, you gave up. You not know that most forest fires began from fires that they thought were out that were not. So the person walked away and the fire took off again. Some of you need to catch on fire again tonight. Some of you need to let that idea that God has birthed in you ablaze inside of you and catch a fire. You need that tonight. I want you to hear me. Many people have walked away. Oh, the fire's out. They didn't make sure. And then next thing you know, there's a blaze. Many of you need to go back and let things blaze in your life. You need to go back and allow God to birth that thing in front of you. What idea that God give you that he didn't give the other person. Okay? I want you to hear that tonight. And stop saying, oh, it's not important, or it's so small, I'm too embarrassed to talk about it. I think they would say, what did the scripture say? If you're ashamed to own God before me, he'll be ashamed to own you before the Father. Meaning that basically no idea is a dumb idea. It's only a dumb idea if you don't bring it to pass. Okay? I want you to hear that tonight. So, first, the general plan will be dim. I want you to write that down. At first, it will be dim. But it will take shape. The outline will take form. Then the details, you will gradually develop the power by which you will be enabled to formulate the plans which will eventually materialize in the objective world, which is whatever you visualize here will begin to manifest itself here. Now, kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. What is heaven? The higher. So whatever's on earth, when we pray the Lord's Prayer, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth. Meaning we need to see it manifest itself as it's already manifested itself in heaven. Okay? So listen, you will come to know what the future will hold for you because you're creating it through your thoughts. Then comes the process of visualization. You must see the picture more and more complete. See the details, and then see the details begin to unfold. The ways and the means for bringing it into manifestation will develop. You need to see it day in, day out. Wake up seeing it. Go to sleep seeing it. Wake up seeing it. Go to sleep seeing it. As a man thinking in his heart, so is he. What are you seeing in your heart? What are you seeing? I'm seeing that I will have no bills. I'm seeing that I will be healthy. I'm seeing that I will own companies. I'm seeing that I will be a lender, not a borrower. I see that I shall be above and not beneath. I see it. But how? Now, here's the thing. How it manifests itself is not your problem. That's what we mess up at. Now, I'm going to blow somebody's mind. You say, I have this great idea. It just needs financing. And then you start looking for investors. It's not your responsibility to look for the investor. It's your responsibility to write the vision. And then God has an investor that will find you because it's going to attract to you. And then the investor will attract to you and say, I'm here to give you whatever you need to manifest your dream. What is your dream? Your vision. Okay? We must recognize this. We must recognize that your actions will develop methods, and your methods will develop friends, and your friends will bring out circumstances. And finally, the third step, materialization. You will materialize the very things. See, here's the thing. You ever know that most times it says not what you know, is who you know? You remember that statement? It's not what you know, but who you know. And in the process of you having the idea and having the visual of what you want to see, all you need to happen next is for someone to come along, and word of mouth would do it. Tim said, amazing. My grandfather used to talk to me about this exactly as you are teaching it. All right, Tim, there you go. And we know that there's wisdom that comes from our elders. And I tell you, we missed this teaching. That's why God had me to go back to amplifying our minds. We recognize the universe must have been thought into shape before it could ever become a material fact. Let's look at Genesis real quick. Let me pull up Genesis, the first chapter again. I dealt with it last week. And it says this is very powerful. Sonia says a lot of people get stagnated in the old Christian ways, that they will get what the need is. Come on now. I want what's promised to me now. Let me say something to everyone. You can keep waiting on God to do it, or you can move in what God has given you and create it, and then God will back. He's giving you the ability to do it. He's waiting on you to do it instead of waiting on him to do it. You have the ability. Create those things that are not as though they were. The worlds were shaped in the visible before they became visible. Here's a prime example. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth was without form. Stop right there. And the earth was without form. So since the earth was without form, that's right, faith without works is dead. Vision without works is dead. So when God looked upon the earth, he saw that it was what? It was without form. It was darkness upon the face of the deep. And it says, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. So the first thing that we see is it had no form. God is giving you a canvas, and he's giving you the paintbrush. And he's saying to you, paint what you see. I'm not an artist. See, right there, you messed up the whole class. Paint what you see. He didn't say paint it where it looked like Picasso or anyone else. He said paint what you see. So if you paint a stick man with a big rock on his hand, or a stick man in a stick car, he knows what you're saying, because you may not be able to paint it out, but you're painting it out with your mind. You need to be visual. Okay? That's right. Paint it out. And so the earth was without form. All right. That's my word, Miss Artist. Paint it out, baby. And so with that being said, the world was without form. The earth had no form. So God saw what he wanted. And then he said in verse 3, and God said, let there be light. See what I'm saying? So the first thing God said, well, since it's dark and since it has no form, before I can create, there needs to be some light. You need the light to come on tonight. You need the light to come on inside your mind, that if I can see it, then I can be it. So what am I seeing? Am I seeing myself as defeated? Because if I see I'm defeated, I am defeated. If I see myself as cursed, I am cursed. If I see myself as broke, I am broke. Some of you scared to look at your bank account because the first thing you say is, my bank account it sucks. It's so bad. And guess what? It's going to stay that way. You need to see zeros behind some ones or some twos or some threes. You need to start seeing yourself in the black and not the red. I'm just being honest with you. Some of you say, oh, I see a headache coming on. So you're visualizing, you're painting all these things, and then when you get them, you blame the devil. God said the earth was without form. It was no form, which means that he could create whatever he wanted. Some of you right now don't understand this. Stop looking for something to already be formed. You need something that's not formed so that you can do what God has shown you. Let the light, and there was light. Let the light come on tonight. And then he divided light from darkness. So that means sometimes God needs to divide you from the people that can't see the vision he's given you. You got people around you that when they come around, they bring a darkness with them. And they bring about confusion and chaos. You need to separate yourself from those type of people. Because if you're going to see it before you be it, you have to be around like-minded people who have done this and seen it manifest itself and can encourage you in the same way. All right? Hope you're enjoying this tonight. Hope you're enjoying this tonight. So we recognize that the universe must have been thought. It must have been thought into shape before it could even become a material fact. And if we're willing to follow along the lines of the great architect of God, hear this now, we shall find our thoughts taking form. You need to see your wife. Some of you say, I want a good woman. Well, if you get past her butt and her breasts and see her heart, you'll find a good woman. I know it. I said it. That's the problem. You're creating in your mind this Nicki Minaj when you really need to find someone who's got a great heart that'll love you when you get sick. That if they have to wash your behind, they'll wash you because they love you, not because their body's fine. Because if you marry them for the wrong reason, when you get sick or you lose everything you have, they are going to find somebody else who's dreaming on the same level they are. So please get your dreams right tonight. I know it. I know it. I'm loving it too, Tim. And so there, listen now, we find our thoughts taking form, just as the universe took concrete form. It is the same mind operating through the individual. There is no difference in kind or quality. And the only difference is one of degree, meaning you. You're the only difference from, there's no difference from you and Steve Jobs. There's no difference between you and Bill Gates. There's no difference between you and Oprah. The only difference is they saw it and they became it. What are you becoming? Come on. Did you take no for an answer? Did you take, let me ask my wife a question real quick. Baby, how many times did the man for Starbucks get turned down for loans? We believe it was 242 times he went for a loan to open up Starbucks. Now, some of you know as well as I do, Starbucks is some great coffee. He didn't give up when he was denied the first time. 242 times he was denied a loan, but he didn't lose his dream. Do you hear me? Don't lose your dream. The finances will come. Don't lose your compassion. It will come. You have to, listen, had he given up on his dream, it would have, Dunkin' Donuts changed how they do coffee. Some of the Keurigs that we get now, there's so much that changed when this man's idea came forward. Sam Walton, look what he's done. Idea came forward. What is your idea? What's something that you know this world needs that God has put inside of you to birth, but you're worried about finances? What has God birthed in you and shown you how to revolutionize the next coming of the children that are growing up? You can do something to change their lives. Where's the next Prince? Where's the next Michael Jackson? Where's the next you? Where are you today? Okay? I hope you get this. If you consciously follow these directions, you will develop faith. The kind of faith that is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Meaning you have to see it before it becomes evidence. Before it becomes substance, the evidence is in your mind. Where's it at? Right here. Right here. It's in my mind. On time word. How can I sow into your ministry? Well, let me stop before anybody loses, because we know Facebook will drop you. So those of you that would love to sow a seed into this ministry, you can visit my website, www.carryapope.com. carryapope.com. My wife's going to put that up for me. www.carryapope.com. You can go there. There's a donate page on there and just donate whatever God lays on your heart to do. All right, so there you go. Thank you, Neil Cooper. Trudy, thank you. Anyone that want to donate, thank you. But there you go. carryapope.com. There you go, right there. You go on there, boom, donate, and we thank you. We thank you so much. Okay? So listen, there is no difference in none of these people than you and I. We have the same abilities. I talked about it last week when God created man. He said, let us create man in our likeness and our image. What that means is, as I created this world, man has the ability to create his world. Woo, stop right there. Put a pin in it. Meaning that what I'm getting in my life, I'm creating it. Okay? We're blaming the devil for everything rather than look and say, wait a minute, it's the way I'm processing. My vision is wrong. I'm processing because as you plant these seeds, be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever man planteth, that shall he also reap. Whatever man planteth, what is he sowing in his eyes? What am I planting with my eyes that I'm sowing in my reality? What am I planting in my mind? Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever. That scripture clearly says whatsoever. Not some things, but whatever you plant, that's what you shall reap. What are you planting in your mind, in your vision, that's getting you the problem that you're getting? When's the last time you planned success? When's the last time you plant destiny and prosperity? When's the last time you planted abundance, a seed of abundance? Come on, somebody. We're too busy planning what we can't get. And so with that being said, we messing up. We're messing up. We're messing up. We're messing up so bad. Hold on a second. Let me get my cheerleader weight. Help my cheerleader over here. He's knocked out on me. And I'm having fun. I got my cheerleading crew in here, and he's meditating so good that he went to sleep. But God bless him tonight. Amen. So listen, substance is things hoped for. Tim said we could get hit by a bus tomorrow. Must not focus on the outer beauty, must look within. That's correct. And let me tell you something. When we woke up this morning, nobody knew that Prince would be dead when we go to sleep tonight. So that lets you know that in a blink of a moment, life is but a vapor. It can be over just like that. To where you were conversation, now you're just a memory. Okay? So you must be busy and diligent in planning the seeds of success, planting the seeds of grandeur, no limitations, period, and watching it come to pass, okay? So with that being said, you will develop confidence, the kind of confidence that leads to endurance and courage. You will begin the power of concentration, which will enable you to exclude all thoughts except the ones which are associated with your purpose. That's the key. You will develop concentration through meditation, how to only think on those things that are lovely, those things that are pure, those things that are a good report, those things that are associated with your dream or your vision. Any other thought won't have any room to come in. You won't have room for failure when all your thoughts are of success. Do you hear me tonight? I hope I'm blessing someone. And so, with that being said, Quiet Storm A says, you so good, you get good. You so bad, you get bad. That's true. But let me take it a little deeper. You're sowing it in your mind, not with your actions. Many times we've been told this scripture equates to your actions. If you do someone wrong, karma. No, it's not just that. What a man soweth, what you're thinking about manifests itself, and you must be careful. You must be careful. Okay, it says Becca Lynn can't donate without PayPal. Sweetheart, if you go in there and explain what they need to do, she'll explain it in thorough how to do it. And so, because we don't want you to miss your blessing. Sow a seed of success. That's right. When you plant, if some of you decide tonight to sow a seed to this ministry, say, I'm sowing this seed into, this is a down deposit on my success. And I'm sowing this seed into a man of God who's speaking success and is successful. I'm telling you something. God is so powerful. Let me tell you how it works for me. And my wife can attest to this. When we have a need, we used to go, oh my God, where's the money coming from? And oh, they're going to turn this off and they're going to turn that off. And guess what? That's wrong thinking, because you're thinking they're going to do it, then you're going to get it. But when you start saying, wait a minute, wait. My father owned the cattle on 1,000 hills. With that being said, he is not broke, so we're not broke. So I need this money to be here by 3 o'clock today. How it's coming is not my responsibility. My responsibility is to ask my father and to create what I need to see, and it happened. Last week, prime example, we created something. In less than 24 hours, it manifested itself. And it manifested itself because I saw what we wanted to have happen. We put it into the universe, and the universe answered by someone saying, we need some this. And they went online and they found mine of all people. I just put it up, and they're the first one that found it. Why? Because they were destined to find it. They were led there to find it. And then when they were led to find it, then guess what they done? They called. And then we made a transaction, and it was done. You cannot put limits. If God's got to send somebody from the UK, from Africa, from Australia, from China, he'll send someone from the Soviet Union. He'll send them from wherever to be a blessing to you because you put it out and it came back. You sent out, it answers. What are you sending out? And what answers are you getting back tonight? Because if you're sending out prosperity, you're going to get back prosperity. That's right. All of the riches belong to him. He is our father. Well, he's my father. I don't know if he's your father, but he's my daddy. And if he's my daddy, he said he would take care of all of my needs according to his riches and glory. So with that being said, what am I asking for? Some of you are asking for Toyotas. And guess what? You get a Toyota and think you've accomplished something. Why not asking for a Rolls Royce? I'm not, that Rolls Royce is for rich people. Well, then if I'm asking for the Rolls Royce, then evidently I'm asking to be rich. What's rich? Well off to the point I don't have to worry about nothing. Come on, somebody. What are you asking God for? Many of you are asking God for something you can get on your own. Father God, be your will. Allow my chick to have $10 extra this week so I can get me something. Really? Let me get my hair fixed. Really? How about, Father God, fix me up to the point my children's children have nothing to worry about. How about that? When's the last time you thought big? Sam Walton had one dream. Let's take a simple store, put everything in one store. Let's call it Walmart. And guess what? Walmart now is in every major city, in every minor city. We call it, if you want to see anybody in town, go to Walmart. You see everybody you want to see. Family reunions are held at Walmart. Class reunions are held at Walmart. Why? Because he had an idea, bring everything to one place, one-stop shop. Now today, he dies and 6 of his family members split his riches. And they top, I think it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on Forbes magazine as the richest people in the world. The world. The Google boys had an idea, created Google. Now them boys are so rich, everybody want to work for Google. What is that is inside of you that you can create? What's inside of you? Okay? Clearness and accuracy are obtained. Sonia says, we are born to have everything God created. He is waiting for us to ask and receive. But can I be even honest? Some things he didn't need you to ask for. So God said, I've given you the power to create. So just create it because you're going to create it. But see, whether you know it or not, a lot of us call it fate. No, it's not fate. It's you creating it. Now, you're creating your fate. Your F-A-T-E, not your F-A-I-T-H. Your fate. What are you creating tonight? What are you creating that's getting you the results that you're getting? That's what you got to ask yourself. Each represents a clearness and accuracy are obtained only by repeatedly having the image in mind. Each repeated actions render the image more clear and clear. Write the vision. Go back and read it. Some of you right now have journals. Go back and read your journal. See what God has brought you from. Go back and see where you used to be. But also go back and dust off your dreams. Read them over again and over again and over again. I want to own my own company. I want to own. Let's take it a step further. I want to own a Fortune 500 company. How about that? How about you? Do you want to own a Fortune 500? Oh, that's just too much work. I don't know if I really want to do that. That's just too much. Why not? Why should I work for a Fortune 500? Why not own the Fortune 500? Oh, I'm not smart enough. Who says so? Who told you that you were naked? That's what God said to Adam and Eve in the garden. Who told you that you were inadequate? Who told you that you are inadequate? I want to know. I want to know who told you that. Because whoever told you that you're inadequate is the wrong God that you're listening to. You cannot listen to people that are inadequate that tells you that you're inadequate. You have to see yourself as being the top of everything. You have to see yourself as being able to achieve abundantly above all you can ask. He said, I'll give you abundantly above all you can ask and think. God said, I'll give it to you, but you got to see yourself. You got to tell yourself, I deserve it. I want it. And stop saying, oh, I wish one day, oh, I wonder what it feels like to be rich, or I wonder what it feels like to be well off, or I wonder what it feels like to wear the name brand clothes and Versace's and all whatever they got at there, and whatever. That shouldn't even be an issue. Why not be the person? Why not create the next style of clothing that everybody wants?